Hi, this is my first video, so I hope it's enjoyable, and I hope you're able to gain some, maybe something you didn't know before. So here's the video. I hope you enjoy. Okay, in the Watershed Wash here, getting ready to head up that hill to go across that mountaintop to cross over to the Friendly Island Land Delta. I've called it. I don't know if it's called that, but it makes sense because it all washes down to Friendly Island. So we'll just get over there and make it up the hill. Oh, sky shot. All right, getting ready to take a rest here. I brought a little snack. Like that, right down there, this is all the land delta, and that's Friendly Island down there in the valley. You can just make it out the tip of the island. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Okay, so made it down to the main wash, Friendly Island wash area. And this is one of the neatest parts about this wash. You get these dry tributaries that run down into this main wash through, eventually goes down to the island. And you get all these really neat rock face waterfalls. So I'm gonna go down right now. And I mean, these things are up and down this trail. You get these neat sandy washouts. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of in the shade. But yeah, this place is really cool with all these, there it is, right down there. There's a sandy washout and the rock face waterfall. These waterfalls are up and down this wash, and that's like some of the fun of hiking there. So I'm gonna continue down and get to the island and maybe take a couple of photos. Okay, this is where the wash terminates into the lake. All of this, here it is, all of this grass area, this plant line, is the end of where the main wash terminates into the lake. So the lake's right on the other side of that green area. I'm gonna go right to the top of this hill, scoot up and take a look. Okay, there's the island. And there's that green plant growth blocking the way to the lake and the main Friendly Island wash. Everywhere behind me back here is all kind of its own little wash bay. I call it a land delta because it's raised plateau in between two main washes that come down from way up in the hills. But this little triangle right here is the only thing that supports this little washout down to the island, which I think is neat and interesting, and it's a lot of fun to hike. These waterfalls are super fun. So, all right, let's hike some more. This rock face waterfall and wash, I've nicknamed the staircase waterfall for obvious reasons here. You got this little staircase, it's so cool. And then you're up. This one looks like a lot of fun. Let's go. Oh yeah, there's probably an easier way to do that, but that was fun. Now you can see right behind me, right there on top of that, that's called a cairn. Someone stacked those rocks to indicate a key point or landmark. This is also where the wash splits. One goes up that way, and there's a split that goes up that way. Last time, and the way out is up this way. That's probably the way we'll take today, but I wanted to go exploring that way, so that's where we're gonna go right now. Okay, at the top of the wash of the Friendly Island Land Delta area. Made it up that tributary. I wanted to make it up, and this trail right here is the top of it, and then it divides into, that is the Yellow Trail wash area. And you can see there's the balanced rock off in the distance and some familiar landmarks. So, all right, we made it to the end of this little tributary, and okay, let's go back down and explore some more. Okay, coming up out of the Friendly Island Delta area. We're back up here to where we just headed up. That was the hill we walked up at the beginning, and then down here, gotta walk down there still, but that's the watershed wash. And I'm gonna take this trail right over here, just scoot down it and in the wash back up, and back up to the parking lot within probably half an hour. So it's been a great hike. I love those waterfalls, and I gotta check them out when I get home and upload them. So. Okay, story about that big pointed cliff up there. You don't want to get stuck up there. It is really tall, and there's no way down because there's just cliffs. There's the crack on one side over there with its giant rock wall faces, which go straight down. And if you go down, that's too steep. You can't go down. So you got to go all the way back down to the wash where we just came out of, and then you gotta go back up, and then you eventually end up on this trail that we're on right now to get out. One time I got stuck up there and I didn't want to go back down, so it is jagged, steep, shale, dangerous. I really don't like that area up there, so don't get stuck up there. Trust me.